Hey guys, Joseph and Shiba here, and today is the big collaboration with Andrew, Sleazu, CJ, me, and Maverick. And I am going to be doing the info and context, and showing evidence and reading and doing some of the questions and telling the truth and debunks. It's been a while since I've collected more evidence from others to help expose Kevin now. Number 1, you're an idiot. Being a single parent does not mean you're gay. Sometimes it's divorce or other factors about you being a rude person. By calling them a slang word shows what little empathy you show. By the way, a racist comedy stunt of minors getting killed by a racist driver shows that you don't actually care about for children, and you finding and seeing them get killed, and I bet it makes you happy. It's disgusting you think so. Not only you are saying the death of many, but you're also saying the death of teens. Huh, thought you cared for minors. No? Oh wait, you don't. False. This is from 2012, and the source is old and outdated. Do proper research. Now time for the big thing. If this is you, Kevin, stop and don't try to befriend any of us. Maeve was the one who got this. We had discovered that Maeve was showing us the truth, that Kevin showed a male boy fetish site about having sexual desire and dreams of little boys without context or actual reason, making him look suspicious. And while Maeve does not condone or defend, he got scared, but was brave now to share this. And Kevin, if you're watching, look at this. A person who used to talk to you told us you said this as a joke, but it's disgusting of you to do. I'm not done yet. Look at this. They had a debate about the COVID-19 vaccine and how it works, and other stuff, but the way Kevin spoke made him look antisocial. By the way, Kevin, your ex's friend having something to tell before I end the video, before showing the biggest thing you caused for the drama. But here's some extra things. Recently, we had discovered that Kevin was stalking us, me, and Mr. Schafer 77, and he has a warning for Kevin. Here is him going to warn Kevin about this. I exposed you to a friend of ours and a somewhat known guy in the Versus community. Here's an extra person. We're gonna get his help later. But yeah, a minor Kevin harassed from last time was under 18, and his name was Slack. By the way, Kevin, I am ending this by showing you what you did in the Dark One server. But the way you manipulated people, and how you're back on an alternate account, and how you were stalking me on Reddit too. Look at this as an offensive name, implying death of many, and a country, all to a belief or a bad politician. In morality, you're not being a hero. You're fine seeing children die, and you're scaring off people with being offensive and claiming to be exposing the truth. Look at what you did in Retro Server, causing something to get you banned. I know why you did this post, due to your dislike of for feminism. This is not me being a feminist on this, but you do know calling females for mental disorder, implying your daughter, sister, and mom are mentally ill. Plus, Retro wants no politics in his server. Same with Maeve and Andrew and myself too. Here's extra stuff from the last video I forgot to show. Here's evidence of him calling others for pedos just because of his political belief. No matter what your politics are, keep that for yourself and show respect. Now time for showing his manipulation on Maeve's friend and himself from DM screenshots and actions he did in the Dark One server. He used to be in Andrew's comments in a stream. Well, not Andrew's comments, but Maeve's comments in a stream, which I will be giving in a link in the description, and manipulated me, Maeve, Andrew, and he vanished after he got exposed. But then he came back, wanted to know what happened in the Dark One drama, which would be fine, which would have been fine. But instead, he caused drama before. Andrew and help him, but not really. Here's Andrew confirming his actual age, which is important for this. By the way, the whole drama had nothing to do with sex or love. It was just about a fight that Andrew nuked his own server due to drama that happened with the Dark One. Andrew being 15, or actually 19, and Dark One being 45. Pause if it's needed. So we're finally done with that, but still not done yet. He was trying to manipulate Maeve and was somehow able to get the Discord tag from a friend of Maeve who got a request out of nowhere. We cannot return your old account because it got deleted by Discord and disabled due to you being in a server that got nuked, as a friend noticed this. As you can see, Kevin's account is deleted. We told this person what Kevin did, and Kevin got blocked by her. And now that what was the message Kevin was referring to? It'll be debunking time now. First of all, Conundrum server is still alive, aka the Dark One server. Here's the debunk, plus him and Andrew are cool now. By the way, if you're curious how Kevin's account is harem, Maeve was asking if it was due to him joining Andrew's server again before the stream to be in drama with the Dark One. This is Kevin's with his new name, but same tag as it is the same user. Now back to the info. By the way, the friend he's referring to is Slack, aka the miner the last video who got harassed. We have the uncensored pics to debunk if you ask for it. Plus, treating something serious, Kevin, is a serious allegation and can ruin someone's life. You need really good evidence to do that. You don't make your threats an objective piece of shit. All you're trying to do is play the victim. Also, have you not seen the Exposed video? No one mentioned them in Spoopy's server. You said it, here's them. And you did it. That's not what actually happened. He got banned for this. Also, Slack never made the Wumbo videos. All you did was taking pics he shared, and he wanted to only share to his friend at the time, and you took that and used as a Wumbo to make the propaganda that you're doing and playing the victim. We already told you this, what you actually did, and he's done with you. Also, he left due to you threatening him about Pornhub and said hacking his family. Now, the final thing before I end this, I'll be sharing the audios of everyone, CJ Marugg's video of this drama, and I'll be ending it with him.
So, yeah, this is my kind of experience with Kevin. Yeah, so, well, I thought Kevin was a good guy. I mean, he was just average, just like sports debating and such. But other than that, just, when I realized that, he's probably a dick. And honestly, seriously, he made fun of me. like, seriously, like, made fun of me, all because, like, I can't take a joke, but seriously, I can take a joke, but damn. And honestly, just, like, I can grow some skin, like, every now and then, but hot damn, he's just a fucking prick. And honestly, ultimately, yeah, like I said. And not only that, but I'm just gonna say that me and the Dark One actually called a truce, the conundrum, like, me and him, like, we called a truce and such. And yeah, and like I said, I'm just, just pointing out what my experience is, and just that's it.
Hey, a long time no see. It's Sleazu Greasey. And I'm not going to take a lot of time with this one. I'm just going to get my thoughts out. It's going to be a little rambly. And there might be pauses here and there. And maybe over here. But, long story short, let's talk about this Kevin Byrnes situation to the best of my ability. Kevin Byrnes has been up to doing some stalking and whatnot. He's being a nuisance. And he's been a nuisance for a while. Let's talk about what he's known for firstly, I guess. He's pretty well known in the Versus community as being obnoxiously, just an obnoxious little fucking punk. And he gets on a lot of people's nerves in the Versus community because he likes to post, mean comments. I mean, personally, that's not why I stopped working with him. I stopped working with him because he just continued to do the same shit, and he just kept like degenerating and getting fucking worse and weirder. So let's talk about what he's been doing with his buddy, who I've known for a while as Slack. And basically what he did with that was he started accusing him of being he's just been accusing a lot of people of being pedos and shit, dude. Like, I don't get it. I mean, if you don't have substantial proof and if you're basing it off of assumptions, I personally believe you're a piece of shit and you deserve jail time, but that's just me. Because you're potentially risking someone's life, calling them something that they ain't, and that's fucking weird. But long story short, Slack reached out to me. He kept telling me about it, and I got tired because, during this time I was associating with him. Me and him were cool, is I guess what I'd say. I wasn't too upset with him, and I don't really do beef. I think internet beef is corny, and that's really it. But I got real tired of just being the guy that people who had issues with Kevin Byrnes, complained to. And on top of that, I just got tired of the controversy in general. So I cut I was like, well, this is too much for me, and I'm dealing with my own shit. So I'm gonna cut ties with them. But yeah. And here recently, he's been stalking people, like cyber stalking and cyberbullying. And then he accused my buddy Conundrum of being a pedo, which, again, I can't stretch this enough. It's not fucking cool. You're a piece of shit, Kevin. And I think instead of making, your little fucking, emotional issues other people's problems, and because you want to be a fucking edgy teenager online, that's cool. That's all cool, but when you start falsely accusing people of shit, I think you're a piece of shit. And I get tired of that. Like, look, dude, if you don't have substantial proof, especially when you're basing it off of what-if scenarios, I think you're an absolute garbage piece of shit. And I'm done with you. I hope you get your shit together, because you can be an alright dude when you have your shit in order. But if you're going to continue to fucking be a degenerate, then I want nothing to fucking do with you. Now, with that being said, I hope, you do get your shit together. And that's it. Sleazu Greasey signing off. I just realized something. Y'all probably never fucking heard of me. That's crazy. Subscribe to Sleazu Greasey. Bad timing, my bad.
Hi everyone, my name is Maverick, cydex. Kevin is a little shit that I lost respect for. He has not only lied what happened in the Dark One server, but also tried to manipulate his friend of mine by telling me what I threat or actually happened in the server, what actually happened in Dark One server already in made peace. Plus, Kevin is annoying little shit to me, constantly asking, weaponizing my friends like Sleazu to unblock me, as well as making shit excuses. And they called me a pedo. After he respected and blocked and helped me in Q reforms and trauma, and I only joined Andrew's server to know what happened to Dark One's drama, and then calling the Dark One, and then he's calling the Dark One a pedo by lying. Pedophile. When he calls him a pedophile for no actual damn reason. You so-called pedo exposed. Leave me the damn alone. Record this.
So, I've been asked to give my take on the Kevin Brow situation here. So, I'm going to give a little bit more context to my whole experience with Kevin. So, I met Kevin through Kimmy Moore's YouTube channel, basically. That's how I met him. And he already didn't have that good of a rap in the Versus community to begin with. Everybody thought he was a huge asshole. I personally didn't really see that. Me and him go along pretty well. We had the similar interests in things. So me personally, I didn't get to see what all the hate was about. Kevin then introduced me to Slack, or maybe the other way around. One of them introduced me to someone. So then, time passes, we exposed Kimmy Moore for being a pedophile. Well, I guess spread the word that he was a pedophile. Somebody else actually found his arrest warrant and what he did. But me, Kevin, and Slack spread the word out to multiple people about Kimmy Moore being a pedophile. Then I believe Kevin got into South Park, and this is also where he went downhill. He started to act more racist and more homophobic and is a much bigger asshole to people. Like, Slack and a couple of his friends would just be chilling in a voice chat on Discord, just having fun. And Kevin would be in there, but he would never speak. And he would just be in talking to Slack, oh, Slack's a bitch. So yeah, fuck you, Slack. And I'm like, and this is like right after that, an argument. I'm like, Kevin, calm down. That's not how you talk to your friends. And he says, oh no, I'm just joking. And of course I'm like, okay, that's just a very weird way to jokefully insult your friends, unless you're actually speaking this. It's a lot more harder to joke about something in a text without putting the words JK or LOL after. But eventually, something happens between them. I forgot what it was, and Kevin and Slack just stopped talking. Well, I guess Slack decided to get Kevin out of his life. So then, I fucking hated this the most. They fucking dragged me into this as well. Kevin did. Kevin dragged me. I'm like, Kevin, I don't want to be a part of your fucking drama with Slack. Just leave me alone. He said, no, told Slack to give me another chance. I'm like, okay, fine. I allow them to speak. I'm like, I convince Slack to give Kevin another chance. No, Kevin just starts being a huge fucking asshole. For no fucking reason. And then they fucking drag me into this. I'm like, I'm like, Kevin, just shut the fuck up, okay? Like, this is not what I wanted. I wanted you two to be friends or make up. But eventually, I believe Slack just ends their whole communication process. But now this is where things do get a little more interesting, though. So, Slack leaves Discord for a while. Me and Slack still had our conversations on other things like PS5, for example. So a while back before this, Slack went to Comic-Con convention, had a bunch of pictures taken. He decided to be a good friend and share those pictures with us, since he is a good friend of ours. No, Kevin decides to try to dox him and threaten him over this. And eventually, I get told to tell Kevin to delete all the photos of Slack. And he says, okay, sure, I'll do that. And I can't really make him prove he did anything, since that's a lot more difficult. And yeah, I could say show me your gallery and trash, but he could trash all the pictures of Slack, pick a picture, re-add them to his gallery, and then show me a picture of his trash. So either way, I couldn't prove that he actually deleted them. I just had to take his word on it. And me being me, I decided to trust him. No, he never deleted them. He had them secretly, and he would occasionally just spam them and call Slack, insult Slack by saying, "Oh, Slack's a bitch." So then, a few months go by, and my dumbass decides to spill the beans that I'm talking to Slack still. This makes Kevin really mad. He's like, "Oh, Slack clearly wants me. He must really be obsessed with me." So he's like, "Should I download the app?" I'm like, "No," because Slack said he wants nothing to do with you at the moment. He wants nothing to do with you in general. So then Kevin downloads the app anyway. He's like, "Give me his number." I'm like, "No," because Slack told me to not give out his number to people, and I want to respect that. So then basically Kevin threatens me, so we're not friends anymore if you don't give me his number. So I thought, okay, Kevin's just overreacting, I'll just leave my phone off for a few hours, and it'll probably calm down. No, I figured it out. He blocked me after that, because I wouldn't give him someone's WhatsApp number. So then, he was in a couple of servers I was in. So I was in them. Same thing, just harassing me, being an extreme fucking racist. Basically what he did, he DM'd me something of the N-word a bunch of times in the form of a Nazi symbol. And I'm like, "Kevin, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, you don't do this." And then basically he was insulting me, saying that, "Oh, your father left you, he doesn't love you." And I'm like, "Kevin, you're being this fucking petty over a number I promised not to give out." And it was kind of stupid. I'm like, "You're this mad over a number I promised not to give out." It's just stupid. I literally would probably still be friends with Kevin if he didn't do this, since I like seeing the best in people. And also he was trying to insult my disability, which I've told him about before. He knows I have one. He was pretending that, "Oh, you don't have one." I'm like, "Bro, you were literally one of the first people I have told that disability." But now the whole world knows, so now who cares? And then basically, we're just posting a bunch of racist shit, a bunch of homophobic shit, and memes, just insulting Slack, just trying to be a huge fucking dick. But yeah, I could go in a lot fucking more, but this is already 8 minutes long, and I don't want to overstep my boundary with their video being too long. So I'm gonna leave it up here, and I hope this contributed in.
Now thanks for everyone in the collab. Goodbye everyone, and Kevin, if you're watching further, you will further go down the rabbit hole. The further you go down, more and more insane you will go about this. Goodbye for now, and never come back.